Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Hanging with Janky. So friends, we are now in November, that magical time of the month where we all eat turkey and watch the leaves change and drink apple cider that may or may not be alcoholic depending on your age and, you know, how you enjoy spending an evening. I'm actually not a huge fan of fermented cider. I don't know, what's a good fall alcohol? Wine. Wine is good any time of the year. But for now, I'm just drinking my coffee. I would show it to you, but I don't want to spill it all over my computer. Just trust me, I'm drinking coffee. And it's time for another Hanging with Janky. So let's get into channel updates, and we can talk about all the other stuff going on, because there's a lot. So we got a lot to get to. We gotta get going. Oh my goodness. BlizzCon. So here's what's going on the channel. I forgot to put what happened on the channel last week in my notes. That's pretty much a summary of my week this week. It's been crazy. Luckily, I have all my vids pulled up on my channel right over here so I can tell you what was going on. So first up, we had Janky's jump scares, Layers of Fear. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was so scary. Layers of Fear. It is, how you say, the terrifying. Oh my god, listen to the story behind this. So basically what happened was, Sundays are kind of my recording day for the week, so I try to get, if not all, then most of my videos recorded on Sunday, and then I try to edit as many of those as I can and just get them published on YouTube, that way I can just hit the publish button throughout the week. But what happened with this was I forgot that Monday was Halloween, because I don't upload videos on Mondays. I upload Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm just like, that's my day off. It's fine. And then I was like, crap. So I bought Layers of Fear, downloaded it, spent 3 hours playing it, 3 hours editing the 3-hour Let's Play down into 12 minutes of jump scares, and that was basically the rest of my Sunday. And it threw off my entire recording schedule for the whole week, trying to get all my other videos recorded whenever I had time, which I did not have a lot of time. But it's a really good video, so if you enjoy watching people react to horror games, that is definitely a game for you. That is definitely a video for you. So definitely go check it out on my channel, Janky's Jump Scares. Then we had Undertale Part 15, where I basically just walk a lot. So this picks up right after I finished defeating Maddiie, which took a while, but I managed to get through it. And then I pretty much recorded my entire walk from Maddiie to the last corridor, which is the final space right before the last boss. And basically you finally just get the story of Undertale. Like, they actually tell you the history of the underground and why the king hates humans and all of that junk. There's a lot happening with that. Ow, my tooth. Anyway, it's a pretty chill episode, so you can definitely go check that out. And then I'll have Undertale 16 up next week, where I will be fighting Asgore. Probably. I don't think I'll go back and do anything else. Maybe I will try it out for a couple more weeks, but if not, we'll be battling Asgore for the future of the underground. I don't know. There was no Wednesday series this week because reasons. I was actually going to upload some Hello Neighbor, but the audio quality wasn't good. I had recorded it separately, but I think the problem is that game is very loud, and because the condenser mic here is attached to my headphones, if the game sound is really loud or wonky or something, it's like it screws up this mic here. That's an issue that I'm working on. I'm working on that, but I didn't get up a Wednesday series this week, so I apologize, and I'll try maybe to get up some Hello Neighbor next week. But I do want to get back to that because it's got the alpha update, and I know a lot of people have been posting videos about the alpha update. It's really good. I wanna do it. I just gotta get back around to it. Then we had The Witcher Part 15! Yay! We bribed our way into a hospital and saved some prostitutes. Not in that order. We actually saved the prostitutes first, then bribed our way into a hospital. Then had to deal with a whole bunch of people with plague, and then we killed some guys, and then we tried to cross people off our suspect list, but everybody wants evidence. I just want to wildly accuse people. And then coming up, we'll have Witcher Part 16, where we'll basically just continue side questing. We've got lots of little monster side quests to get done. I am trying to progress along the main storyline, which is actually what a lot of these side quests are actually about. Like, it's not just random kill a whole bunch of monster side quests, although I do enjoy finding side quests that have battles to them, and a lot of these ones do. It's just because, you know, that's the interesting part, not all the chitter chatter talking bit. Hopefully we'll get out of Vizima soon. Although there's a lot of really interesting things happening in Vizima, and I think I'm finally getting the hang of that game and like how to handle those side quests. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And then for demo day this week, I played some Guts and Glory, which is an amazing game. You've probably seen Jacksepticeye play it. I know that he plays a lot of it. He's been a backer for forever. It is so much fun. Guts and gore and horrifying crashes. I played the Yang demo for the first half, and the Yang demo is literally just a giant playground of horrifying obstacles to run into and destroy your car with. And I'll probably be playing some more of it on the channel at some point in the future. So definitely go check that out. And then finally we have the last Saucebox, which will be the last Fimble Saucebox up on the channel. If you'd like to know why, I'll actually refer you to the video, because the entire time I spent my 5 minutes reviewing the Saucebox as a series. But basically, it's mostly due to just time constraints and wanting to focus on making the quality of my other videos better, you know, trying to go for quality over quantity now. I hope you guys enjoy it. It has been fun for me. It's been a learning experience. I'll just leave it there because I can see we have a lot of news to talk about and we're already going pretty long. So definitely go check out the last Saucebox on the channel. Alright, time to thank some subscribers. Yay, subscribers. Yay, yay, subscribers. Woo, yay, subscribers. So we have 2 new subscribers to the channel this week. First up, we have Maddiie, who's just a person who loves watching YouTube videos, and she thought I was funny. She also likes Super Antlers, which is awesome. Jacksepticeye, of course. Subpixels, who are all awesome other YouTubers. But this is about Maddiie, and thank you, Maddiie, for being such an awesome person. And I'm glad that you like my content, and I hope that you keep enjoying it in the future. And then the other sub for this week is Chase Evans, who is another new gamer around the YouTubes and the Twitch. I'm actually going to link his Twitch below because I believe he does more stuff on there. He hasn't started making content for YouTube yet, but of course you can check out his YouTube channel, and whenever he gets content up on it, then you can check it out there. But of course you can go see him over on the Twitch where he streams his games. And and thank you, Chase. I'm so spaced out right now. Thank you, Chase, for subbing the channel. And that's our subs for this week. So again, thank you to Maddiie and Chase for subbing the channel. That brings us up to 135 subscribers, which is pretty awesome, I think. So thank you all again for subscribing. You are all wonderful, amazing human beings, and I hope that you continue to enjoy my content in the future. Thank you very much. All right, time to move on to gaming news. There is so much. Let's get to it. Dig in. Alright, so first up, we have a little news before BlizzCon. Before we get to BlizzCon, which will be a whole big section at the end here. Steam. Steam has made some interesting updates, or will be making them in Discovery Update 2.0. So, Discovery Update 2.0 to Steam will be mostly about cosmetics, you know, making the platform look updated, making things easier to find, but also there are some interesting changes, not at all brought on by a certain space exploration game we all know, about how game developers are allowed to advertise their games on the site. So basically, what Steam is saying is, you cannot sell a game on Steam unless you have screenshots from the actual game that you are using to advertise it. They have to be actually from the game as it will be sold to the public. You don't make your game look better. You don't do a whole bunch of concept art so people can't tell what you're looking at. Basically, it's just more honest advertising. Actually, I have a statement right here from the people of Valve. So this quote is from Alden Kroll, who is the user interface designer at Valve. He says, "We haven't been super crisp on the guidelines for screenshots in the past, so we'd like to take this opportunity to clarify some rules in this space. When the screenshot section of the store is used for images other than screenshots that depict the game, it can make it harder for customers to understand what the product is that they are looking at. Hint, hint. Don't show us things that aren't the actual game." Anyway, so that will be coming with Discovery Update 2.0, which I think will be releasing, I want to say early 2017 is whenever they're making that update. We have that to look forward to. A better buying experience for all of us gamers out there. Speaking of Steam, there's something really interesting going on with the new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare game, which is just recently released. Yay! Yesterday, it released yesterday. So here's what's going on. Apparently, you can buy Call of Duty Infinite Warfare either in the Windows 10 store or you can buy it on Steam. But if you buy it from Windows 10, it is not compatible with the version on Steam. Also, it's not compatible with the Xbox One version. So if you buy the Windows 10 version, you're literally stuck playing with anyone else who has the Windows 10 version. You know how many people are buying the Windows 10 version? Not as many as you want there to be when you're playing Call of Duty. So that's an issue. I mean, I don't think many people like the Windows 10 game store. I think a lot of people complain about it, especially because it's such a process because you have to have an Xbox tag to log in, and so you have to get into the store, create an Xbox tag, log into the Xbox, then log into the store, then buy the game, download it to the Xbox, then download it from the Xbox app onto your computer. It's just, it's such a process that they really need to work on the Windows 10 game store because it's not working out very well. Anyway, continuing on with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it's gotten a lot of good reviews. A lot of people have been praising the single-player campaign. They say that the story and the characters are much more fleshed out than previous Call of Duty games, which actually makes it a really great experience to do the single-player campaign. Now, they do say that Kit Harington, who was hired to play the villain, as sort of a publicity thing, not the best. He's not quite the best. He's very just like angry all the time, kind of flat. But the other characters are really nicely rounded, and the whole story is good. I haven't played it. This is just what I hear, but I hear good things. Also, the scenery of it is just beautiful. I saw this beautiful screenshot. It was just them standing on the side of a mountain, looking off into the horizon, and across the horizon you see like Saturn or some other ringed planet just like curving along the edge with all these stars surrounding it. It's just, I love it whenever you can just look at a picture without any context or story, and you can feel what that story's supposed to be telling you. Like, you can look at it and be like, I understand where this is coming from. Oh, I love that in games. That's like one of my favorite things. So as for the multiplayer of Infinite Warfare, I'm told it's basically the same multiplayer that they had in Black Ops 3. It handles the same, the gameplay is the same, they have a lot of the same elements, like supply drops, but with a couple of improvements. First of all, apparently one of the things that people hated about the supply drops was that the guns in them were random and you could never just get the guns you wanted. They've improved that by adding a salvage system. So by picking up supply drops, and there's some other things you can do too, you basically get salvage, which if you save up enough salvage, you can get the guns that you want. So they fixed that problem. Also, they have a new feature called Mission Teams, where basically your team gets an objective. So even if you're losing the match, you still have objectives you can complete that will give you benefits by completing these objectives. So it's not all about, just destroying the other team. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Good stuff. Check it out. I probably won't, but that's just because I've never been a huge Call of Duty fan. In other news, Google has released their version of VR, like everyone else in the world right now. But theirs actually looks pretty cool. So their official VR is called the Google Daydream View. Well, I think it's actually just called the Daydream View, not the Google Daydream View. But it looks super nice. It's made of really comfortable material. It's basically like t-shirt material that they cushioned around the outside and the strap. And they have cushions inside the goggles, so it all looks very comfortable to wear. And then your phone just snaps into the front of the VR and you just pull it down. Because of course, this one is for on the go, so it's powered by your phone. You're just looking out your phone into VR. But it looks very nice, and it's actually pretty cheap. It's only $79 to get the Daydream View. But there is a bit of a catch. So of course, because this is the Google Daydream View, you use the Pixel to play with it, which means that you have to drop $649 on a Pixel. There's your cost. Now, I don't know if you can't use this with other phones. You might still be able to use it with other phones, and then the Pixel is just kind of like, use the Pixel, that way you can get like really nice stuff. It looks like it may be a Pixel specific thing. It does come with a controller. You have a little controller. It just looks like it has a couple buttons on it. It's pretty simplistic, but you know, you can play basic games. They have a mini golf game, it looks like. I'm not sure what all games they have released for this, but I know that they do have immersive gaming, and of course you can watch YouTube, Hulu, all of that stuff on it too. Now personally, if I were going for a Google VR experience, I would go for the Google Cardboard. It is literally a $15 cardboard box that it just has eye holes and a nose thing, and you put your phone into it, and that's the VR experience. Like, it is the jankiest looking thing, and it is spectacular. Oh my gosh, I want one. It has Google printed on the front of it. It's, oh my goodness, look at this thing. If I haven't already put up screenshots, I'm putting up screenshots because, oh my god, this is just too good to not share. Google Cardboard. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. Alright, sound the war horns. And scream for the horde because we're going into BlizzCon. So, I only saw the opening ceremony of BlizzCon, but oh my gosh, was there so much to talk about. And I'm trying to get through it as quickly as I can because there's just so much information, so much crazy stuff. So let's just rattle off the games and go for it. Let's start with some Overwatch, shall we? So, obviously, the reveal that we were all hoping and waiting for, Sombra showed up. She hacked the Overwatch presentation at BlizzCon with an all-new animated short called Infiltration. Sorry. I'm so excited. It set up her character so well, because she comes off as so chaotic neutral. It's so awesome. So she's teamed up with Widowmaker and Reaper, but it turns out that she's also serving her own ends. I won't go too much into it because I want you guys to be able to see it for yourselves because it's such a good, all those animated shorts that Blizzard does for Overwatch are so amazing. You should definitely go check it out yourself. But it's so good. And then we figured out what her kit was too. So, Sombra's kit is pretty awesome. She's an offense hero. Her basic weapon is her machine pistol, which I actually hear is kind of weak, but her main power lies in her abilities, which include Hack, which is able to stun opponents. Then we have EKG, which is her ultimate ability. Why am I going the ultimate ability first? I'll come back to that. Tech Optic Camo, which allows her to be invisible and run faster. So the other team can't see you at all when you're under Tech Op Camo. And it stays up until you either use another ability, start shooting, or take damage. So you can be invisible for quite some time. There's no time limit on it. Then Teleport Beacon, which allows you to throw a beacon somewhere in the space and you teleport to wherever that beacon lands, which will take some aiming. You'll have to be good at aiming with it, but it's basically sort of a mix between Tracer's Blink and Reaper's teleportation, which is really interesting. And then, of course, her ultimate ability, EKG, which lets her send out a pulse that will stun not only enemies, but it will also stun turrets. I think Hack can stun turrets too, but it will stun any enemy you're near in the area. It'll be so cool. And her design, it's basically the design we saw in the leaked pictures, but it's so cool. And not to mention that they released the Los Muertos legendary skin, which is sort of like this crazy neon thing. And then her other legendary skin, Cyber, where it's basically like her in cyberspace. And she has like this cool Lara Croft braid, whatever. It just looks amazing. It's so good. Also, while we're talking about Overwatch, we can talk about the Overwatch League, which Blizzard also rolled out. It's basically an organized professional gaming league. So they have combines, they have tryouts, they have organized tournaments, they have contracts, they have teams that represent different countries. The players actually get paid a significant amount of money. They basically ripped off the MLB logo. They just replaced the guy with a baseball bat with Tracer and then changed the colors up a little. I mean, this is professional esports, you know? This is good stuff for people who actually want to go into this as like a profession. I mean, of course, you'll be competing against a lot of other people trying out for these teams, but it's also pretty awesome that Blizzard has organized this thing, you know? And, you know, a lot of people have talked about how Overwatch has kind of been really pushed as this esports scene, you know? Like Blizzard's pushed it really hard into the esports scene, but also they kind of set up the game as an esport. Basically everything in making this game was already kind of set up for an esport, so it's really awesome that they're able to roll this out, and I think that'll be a boon to professional gamers everywhere to have this league that they can be a part of. So that was also very cool. Oh, also, before I forget, something else awesome that's going on. We have new maps. We have Eco Point Antarctica, which is the eco point that May was cryogenically frozen in, so I'm hoping for some more May story there. Also, it's going to be one of the new 3-on-3 or 1-on-1 maps. Arcade mode, I can't wait. Oh, arcade mode. Oh my god, arcade mode. They're bringing back all the old Brawl rules. You can just play them. Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. And then also Oasis, which is the new regular map. I'm not sure what kind of map it is. I don't know if they said, but I think it's probably going to be a payload map. Anyway, it's a city that was terraformed in the middle of the Arabian desert, I believe is what they said. It looks really cool from the concept art and stuff that they released so far. It looks like it's going to be really awesome, so I'm very excited to get to that. That will all be released on the PTR on Tuesday, so I will definitely be playing that and letting you guys know all about it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun. Oh, also, in the infiltration short, I gotta tell you who they brought in. No. I'll just let you watch it. Oh, watch it. Oh my god, it's so good. Alright, Heroes of the Storm. Lots of stuff going on there. They released a whole new Brawl map. It looks amazing. It's an asymmetric map. The reason that they say that is because only one team has a core, and then the other team is actually just trying to destroy the other team's core, while the team at the core is just trying to defend it. It's called Blackheart's Revenge. You're faced off against a ghost pirate who wants to destroy your core. One team is helping him and the other team is defending. This is very repetitive, but it looks awesome. Oh my gosh, look up a view of this map. It looks so cool. I'm so excited to get playing this. Also, they have some new heroes that are released. Varian, who of course is the Alliance, the great Varian, who was recently lost to us. It's very sad. But he will be a multi-class hero. So what that means is as you play in Heroes of the Storm and you get your ability upgrades, you can choose your abilities to specify what class he'll be. So he can be an assassin, he can be a tank, he can be all sorts of things. I won't be good at that because I'm not even good whenever I have a fixed class and have to choose abilities during the upgrades. So that's not going to be a character for me, but I am very excited to see him in the game. I think that it will be really fun, it'll be really exciting, and it's good stuff. Woo! Varian! Also coming to the game, we have Ragnaros. It'll be super fun to play as him too, because one of his special abilities is he can take over a fortress and become a raid boss. He can just grow to a giant size and just charge a lane. Oh my goodness, it'll be so cool. So that'll be a really fun character to play too, coming up in Heroes of the Storm. And those will be releasing to the PTR next week. I mean, most of this stuff is releasing to the PTR next week. I can't remember what the official release date on that is, but it'll be soon. It'll be cool. Then we have Hearthstone, which was it was kind of boring. Like, the presentation isn't like super exciting for Hearthstone, but they released their new expansion, Gadget Zan, which has a really catchy jazz theme, which I still think that they should release on iTunes or Spotify or something, because I would totally get that. It was very, very fun. It was like low-key gangster jazz or something like that. I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, Gadgets and with Hearthstone. Yay! Also Diablo 3. So, Blizzard is celebrating the 20th anniversary of Diablo coming up here soon. And in honor of that, they have decided to throw back to the original Diablo game. They're adding filters, 8-angle direction. That was probably a bad way to put that. You can only move in 8 directions. That's what I'm trying to say here. Not 360 like we're used to now. It's just, you know, north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. That's all you can move. Also, they're bringing back the original 4 bosses with Big Red down at the bottom, going back to the cathedral. What? Playing the original Diablo. It'll be super awesome, super cool, and a great throwback for the 20th anniversary. Ironically, I have no notes here about World of Warcraft because I just don't. There is a lot of cool stuff going on with There is a lot of cool stuff going on with WoW. It's just I only saw the opening ceremony and they didn't go into it, but there is a lot going on. I was actually talking with Joe about it earlier. He's a huge Warcraft fan, has been for years. He could actually probably tell you more if you want to tune into one of his streams, because he streams and also makes YouTube videos about WoW, so you can of course check him out there. I'm sure he'll be gushing over it because he was super excited about everything they're bringing back. There are a whole bunch of throwbacks, there's new dungeons and raids and all sorts of things going on with World of Warcraft. I'm just afraid that I don't have any notes on them right now, but definitely go check that out because I know lots of super amazing things are happening. And yes, definitely go check all that out. For the Horde! Alright, and that's all we have for this week. Oh my goodness, so much stuff going on. So much news inside and outside BlizzCon. Lots of gaming stuff going on. Oh my goodness. So much to talk about during these Hanging with Janky episodes. There's so much going on in the world of gaming. How do I fit it all in? I don't even know. But for now, we'll leave it here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can totally hit that like button down below. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better next time. And of course, you can hit the dislike button if you really want. Comments, positive or negative, you can leave them all below. But more than any of that, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whenever you happen to be watching. And thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out. I'm going to have to cut so much of this out. Oh my god, we'll get there. Oh, that's gonna be a whole rant unto itself.
Oh look, a room full of explosives.
Oh, that got silly real fast.
Fiddlesticks is the worst.
That was my muffled scream noise, by the way.
Thanks for stepping on my face. Here's the 3 gold. People here are weird. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.